Alright, I was a little nervous about getting this stump out because I do have a small machine, even though this thing's awesome. It's pretty strong for a mini. So I wanted to use it, use the tree's own weight and mass to take out the stump. And this shed's, I wasn't worried about this shed, even though we totally cleared it, because they're gonna take this shed down. But as you can see, there's a house there, so I was worried about the house, so I wanted to shoot the gap right through there. You know what I mean? I could have went over there, but if you have the room, take all the room that you have. And then when I was pushing it, it started to go that way, so I stopped. Repositioned the machine a little more, because when you're pushing, depending on how you're pushing on the tree, you can get them to spin or roll. You know, spin or roll by accident the wrong way. So I was on a little more towards that side when I was pushing it, and I didn't like how it started to go this way. So what I did was I got on this side of it, repositioned, and I was going to push it that way, but I figured I'd loosen up some of the dirt. What happened was actually pretty lucky. I grabbed onto, I believe, that root down there. When I grabbed onto that root, what happened was I started pulling up the root ball. I call it the hurricane method, because when trees blow over in the hurricane, you always see one side of the stump is like facing up. So if you dig on one side of the stump and then push the tree over, it literally is like when they blow over the hurricane. Anyways, I grabbed a hold of the root and I was going to rip some more roots. And all of a sudden it started going, and it started to shift a little bit. I probably, when I was pushing it, was it's hard to do in the camera, you know, my hand. It's probably right here, but when I grabbed it and it started to go over and it started to go that way, I was like, oh my god, it's going perfect. Like, so I just stayed in it. I just kept, you know, rolling the bucket. So minis don't have a lot of strength, but I found if you use the bucket as leverage, push down on it and push and roll the bucket backwards on the ground, and use the ground as like a crowbar, almost like, you know, a crowbar. You put it down on something and you do this motion. They seem to have a lot more strength that way. But that's why. So that's basically what's going on here. And I'm gonna cut this all up and hopefully fit it in my dump truck. If not, I didn't bring the chipper for this one. I'm gonna do the kick it old school with the chainsaw, jump in the back. I already did one, the slash and dash. You know, just dice the Dyson run. Anyways, have a good one.